Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 newborn must-haves. This is especially for those first-time mom and dads who I know that this time in your life, especially when you go into the baby stores, now there's so many different products out there. There's products for like literally everything that did not exist years ago when I was a baby and my parents were first-time parents. So essentially there's a lot of stuff out there that you don't really necessarily need. Especially I feel like they know to target first-time parents. So they're going to tell you, oh, you need this for this and this is helpful. But I'm here to tell you, experienced it myself, that especially if you are trying to fit it in a budget, if you are struggling financially, I'd like to share with you some of the things that I really loved using and that Gabriel really enjoyed using. Obviously, I want to put a disclaimer that these are typically additional products aside from the basic necessities that I feel that everybody should have, which is obviously food, milk, whether that be breast milk, formula, diapers, strollers, car seats, stuff like that. So, and bibs, you know, like just the basic stuff that you obviously need. So I'm not going to be talking about those in this video. I'm going to be talking about, I guess, just like some other products that maybe you wouldn't typically think about getting, but they really helped us out. So if you are interested in knowing my top 10 newborn must-haves, then please keep watching. Okay, so I have a list that I wrote down. I actually first had the list on my phone, but I'm filming on my phone, so I had to write it down separately. So I'm just going to be going back and referencing back to the list. So first and foremost, my number one favorite newborn product has to be the pacifiers from Bibs. When I speak about products, I'm gonna also try to put a picture of the product up on here on screen so you guys can get a better look. These are by far my favorite pacifiers. Gabriel, he loved these. Like the first day that he tried them, he had absolutely no problem like latching onto them, or he didn't cry, or he wasn't fussy about it. He didn't hesitate at all. He loved them. And honestly, like, it's kind of, this one's kind of dirty because I already put it away. This was his first one, and I'm really sentimental about stuff like that. So obviously I want to keep it as memories. So I have it put away, but this is the baby blue. I don't know if you guys can see. They come in all different colors. They come like, sometimes the packaging has blues together, or you'll have like the same color double, or you'll have like nudes and blues or nudes and pinks. So there's like a wide variety to choose from. They are made in Denmark, I believe, so the quality is really, really good. I like these way better than the ones that you can find at like Babies R Us or Walmart or Bye Bye Baby. These are definitely a go-to. For me, it's all about the shape as well. I feel like the shape is more safe for newborns, because I know that there's other bibs out there that are kind of like a butterfly shape, and I've heard some really horrible stories about like the baby, because babies like to kind of like turn it around in their mouth and kind of like put the outside in their mouth, and there's been babies where they've like, the butterfly shape has gotten stuck and it's just not good. So definitely recommend. They also do come in sizes, so obviously for a newborn you're going to want size 1. My next product is bottles. So if you are exclusively nursing, then you can go ahead and skip this part if it doesn't interest you. Or if you are nursing, but maybe occasionally you give your baby a bottle, or let's say you're not going to be around them for a little bit and you like to pump and leave a bottle for your baby with somebody else, then if that interests you, then I would like to share one of my favorites, which is also from Bibs, and it is their glass bottles. Now, I was going to show you guys this bottle clean, but literally right before I filmed, Gabriel got hungry, so it still does have some milk in it. Sorry about that. But yeah, it is from Bibs, as you can see. I'll try to get a picture of it and put it up on the screen. Now, I really like this one. This one is, it goes up to 8 ounces, so 225 mils. So this will last them actually past the newborn stage. Gabriel is actually 7 months now, and he's drinking from this. He loves it. It's by far his favorite bottle because the nipple also, because he's so used to the pacifier from Bibs, the nipple is quite the same. So it kind of, when he's drinking, it kind of gives him a feel of like, ooh, this is my pacifier. The top lid here, like the rim, sorry, comes in, I believe, 3 or 4 different colors I've seen it. So we got the ivory, which is just like a plain beige nude. But they also come in, I believe it's like a deep forest green, baby blue, and a pink. I think like a blush rose pink. But we just went with the ivory, simple. And it also comes with a top, a lid slope. Like when you're traveling, when you go out with the bottle, it obviously doesn't spill. But I highly recommend glass bottles if you don't mind that sort of thing. I know that obviously the easiest kind is plastic, or is it plastic? Hold on. I think so. I don't know. I can't think right now. I'm having mom brain. But yeah, like typically the ones that most people know about is like the Avent bottles, or Dr. Brown's, or Tommy Tippy, I believe it is. But I highly recommend getting a glass bottle. It doesn't have to be Bibs. I personally really like that company, so I went ahead and got that one. But if I could change one thing from when Gabriel was born, it would be to go ahead and give him a glass bottle straight from the beginning, because that change is actually something that I had done afterwards. We had started him on like the normal Avent bottles, but I got myself informed with glass bottles, and I just feel like it's safer. You just have to obviously be a little bit more cautious, because you obviously don't want the bottle to break. So you don't want baby to be holding the bottle themselves and like potentially throw it or whatever. So yeah, highly recommend those if you don't mind doing the switch. Next, oh, I wanted to add a little something. It's not necessarily in my top 10, but I also wanted to add that one of the things you want to make sure to get if you are bottle feeding is to get the appropriate bottle cleaners, so like the appropriate brushes. You really want a bigger brush. I'll try to insert some pictures of what I mean. You really want to get a bigger brush to get inside of the bottles, especially if it's longer bottles, which they also have a smaller bottle that I believe is 4 ounces if the 8 ounces is too big for you. But you really want to get the bigger brushes to get inside the bottles, and then you really want to get like super skinny brushes to get inside of those nitty-gritty areas that you wouldn't necessarily think about cleaning often. And you also want to get specific cleaning pieces to clean inside of the bottle nipples. Okay, next thing is, let's talk about swaddles. So swaddles are definitely a newborn thing. There are obviously different ways that you can swaddle your baby. There's the sleep sacks. I personally didn't use any sleep sacks with him. I just didn't feel like it was necessary. I know that there's also those swaddles that have like the weighted swaddles. I believe there's like something weighted on the chest that is supposed to kind of make your baby feel like you have your hand on them so they feel comforted that their caregiver is there while they're sleeping. I just personally never tried those, so I can't say from personal experience, I can't say how those are. If they worked for you, then that's great. But for me, we just used regular swaddle blankets. I have two different ones here. This one, so we used muslin blankets, I believe they're called. It's like, if you know what a muslin blanket is, then you know how it feels. It's like very sheer, so very, very breathable. And they come in like really cute patterns. This one's like a little lion, but it's very sheer, if you can see. Like, you can see my hand through it, which is great for newborns because it is super breathable for those moments that they are sleeping on their own. So this one is from, where is this one from? It's from that well-known company. I forgot what they're called. I think it's like Aden Anais or something like that. If you know what I'm talking about, leave a comment below, or I'll try to find it. I'll try to find where it's from and link it in the description. And then I have just like a normal receiving blanket. So we had a bunch of these. They usually come in packs at like Babies R Us or Walmart. You can get like, one pack comes with like 5 or something. So this one's a different material. It's more kind of fleecy, I guess you can say. So it's a little warmer. Hope you guys can see. So this is just a normal receiving blanket. So that is what we swaddled with. Swaddles are great for newborns. That's really how they love sleeping. I would say definitely swaddles are definitely top 10. The next item is, I would say, a little controversial, I guess, because I'm in some mom groups on Facebook, and it's kind of like a 50-50. So some moms love it and some moms are not so crazy about it, and that is gripe water. My mom always used gripe water with me when I was a baby, and all my cousins got it. And I know that's not necessarily a good argument to say like, oh, we all used it, so we're fine and we're gonna use it on our babies. I understand that. But I just went ahead and trusted my mom's judgment on this, and we bought him gripe water. We gave this to him a couple times when he was a newborn because he always used to have the hiccups. When I was pregnant, Gabriel actually had the hiccups all the time. So this is something that's already been, like, he's had this for a really long time. So I didn't know that he was going to continue having the hiccups after he was born, but he tends to get the hiccups, I guess, when he eats too fast, or he intakes too much air, or when he's laughing also. It's just like, I think maybe like a teaspoon or half a teaspoon or something. But this one is from Dr. Chase, and it's called Colic Gripe Water, a quick gentle relief from baby's digestive discomfort. So it says it's for colic, upset stomach, cramps, and hiccups. We mainly just used it for hiccups, and it worked. I mean, we would give him the teaspoon and literally a couple seconds later they would be gone. So that's what that looks like. I'm sure there are healthier, more natural alternatives out there, but this is the one we got. And I don't have the box with me, but I can try to put a picture of it on the screen. I think the company is Boiron. They have really good like homeopathic natural medicines. They have like for teething, I recommend that as well. I'm not sure if they have it as in a gripe water alternative, but I'm pretty sure they have stuff for like hiccups and cramps, and I know they have one for colicky as well. Okay, my next item is care essentials. So this is definitely my top 10. It might not be something that everyone thinks about, but it really does come in handy. So I actually got this gifted to me by a family friend, and it came in this like cute little pouch, and I'll open it up for you guys. So this is from Safety First. That's what it's called. And open it up, and it's just got like a bunch of different things in it. It's just got like a hairbrush. Here, I'll take it out for you guys. So a little hairbrush, just like it's cute little starters. Obviously you don't have to stick with this stuff. Like if you want a different kind of brush, you can go ahead and get one, but it's nice to have everything together all in the same place just when you're starting out. So we have like a cute little nail clipper, comes with a few of these nail files to file down their nails, comes with like other hair brushes, comes with a toothbrush, but obviously they're not going to be brushing their teeth for a while. And then on the other side we have like a thermometer. That is definitely important. I feel like if you're going to use one thing out of a care essential package, it's definitely the thermometer. Or if you don't care about having everything like this, then definitely just go ahead and get a thermometer. There's also like this thing which is supposed to like help when they're congested, so you can get like the snot out of their nose. I don't know if I would necessarily use this one. There's the Frida. Those ones are good. I'll link it in the description. My next item that I think is really, really important. This item actually I did not think I needed. I honestly did not even know that these existed when I was pregnant. I didn't look into them at all. I had a baby shower and I had a bunch of items in my baby registry, but I did not put this item as one of the items. And if I could change something, I would definitely change this. But thankfully, thank God, a family friend actually gifted this to me and I didn't even know I needed it. So when I first got this, I was like, oh, what is it? I've never seen it. I don't even know how to use it. When am I going to use it? But this is awesome. And it is a lounger. I know if you're a mom, you're probably like, girl, that is an obvious thing. But to me, it honestly was not. So these loungers, this is a Boppy. I know there's a Boppy nursing pillow, which I also got gifted to me, but the Boppy loungers are amazing. Now, I want to put a disclaimer out there and say that you shouldn't let your baby sleep in here by themselves. Definitely not, because there has been some incidents of babies getting hurt in these. If you're gonna leave your baby in here, please watch them at all times. Do not leave them unattended. But this one is the Boppy, and I really like it because it's kind of it's kind of inclined, if you can see that. Like, it's not flat completely. It's kind of like the baby is just a little up. So he really liked it because it kind of allowed him to see what everyone else is doing throughout the day, kind of just like chilling there instead of laying down all the time, because that's all a newborn can do. They can't crawl, they can't walk, so they're pretty much just laying down all the time. And I wanted him to kind of get a feel for something different, so this really came in handy. And one of my favorite parts about it is, if you're gonna get a different lounger, I highly recommend looking into a lounger that has a handle. So you wouldn't necessarily think that this part right here is super important, but it really is, because when you're carrying a newborn and maybe you're carrying other things, like you're carrying his bottle or you're carrying some bibs or clothes at the same time, you really want something with a handle that will help you carry everything safer and more efficiently. So this one is definitely in my like top 5. Another thing that you want, I don't have it with me because it's currently on our couch, but you want also a lounger that is for laying down. So that one was inclined a little bit. You want another lounger. They're kind of like nesting loungers, I believe what they're called. And you can have baby there, like with you on the couch, wherever your chilling area is or your living area. Sorry guys, so Gabriel decided that he would like to join the rest of our video and he would like to help share some of his favorite products. You want to say hi? Hi. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I'm almost done. I think I have like 3 more products to talk about. The other one is changing stations. So I wanted to touch on this one because I know most moms will typically just have like a changing table in the baby's nursery room, and that's great, but for me personally, I didn't want to be running up and down the stairs all day every day just to get to his room. So we just got it's kind of like a playpen. I'll try to insert the picture here so you guys can see. It's the Greco, I believe is how you say it, the Greco Pack and Play. We got that one gifted to us as well. So it's just essentially like a playpen, but it's also got the changing table on top. And it also comes with a little sleeping part that newborns can rest in. If you are obviously watching them, I would not leave them unattended. So I highly suggest getting that and leaving it in your main living space, your living area, your family area where you guys like watch TV and hang out most of the day. It just saves you from going up and down the stairs, and it's just conveniently there for you. You got your diapers, your you can put their clothes there, their diaper pail, you got their creams and all of that. The next one is I wanted to talk about essential clothes. Whoops. Whoopsie. He does that when he wants attention. So to talk about the clothes, I feel like one of my top 10 would be specifically on sleepers. Besides the fact that obviously you need like long sleeves and short sleeves and pants and all of that, I wanted to talk about the different kinds of sleepers. So what I'm about to say is obviously going to be a very unpopular opinion. I'm going to say most moms are going to disagree with me on this, but I'm going to focus more on my baby's comfort rather than my convenience. Most moms will typically like sleepers with the zippers on them. Why? Obviously, because it's just quicker to get it on and off. Especially for those night feedings where you just want to quickly feed them and change them and get right back to bed. You want to just have something super fast. So a zipper is just zoop, up and down. So that makes sense for mom's convenience. But I noticed that especially a newborn, they have super sensitive skin. And I noticed that the zipper was rubbing against his chest. And it would especially kind of bunch up at the neck. And he would sometimes wake up with like red spots. So, and he's eating it. That's great. I don't prefer sleepers with zippers. I prefer the ones with the buttons. Yes, it takes a longer time to get it on and off, but they're super comfortable. And if I was a baby, these are the ones that I would enjoy wearing. So his comfort for me comes first, but I'm not against anyone who does choose the zipper sleepers. If that works for you, then that's great. But personally for us, we would definitely choose the ones with the buttons. My last product that we would like to share, right, Gabies? Yeah, is car seat covers. So this is for moms who your newborn is going to be born in the winter months. So Gabriel was born in March. He was born at the end of March, but because we live in Canada, Canada is cold for a really long time. Like we only get warm-ish weather close to the end of May. So we still had some cold weeks ahead after he was born, and we thought that a car seat cover was really going to be the best option to keep him nice and warm going from his pediatrician appointments or anywhere else that we had to go. This one Michael actually picked out and we put on the registry. So this one someone got to gift us, so thank you to whoever did that if you're watching. This one is from JJ Cole. JJ Cole, so I'll show you guys if you can see. So we got the red plaid flannel because this is Michael's favorite pattern, and it kind of like matches a lot of what he wears, so we thought it would be really cute for him and Gabriel to match. They had different patterns. They had like a heather gray, that one was cute too. But it's got like, my favorite part about it, it has like Sherpa inside, so it's really cozy. And it covers the car seat completely, so you pretty much only see like your baby's head. And this worked perfect over our car seat, and we had the Up a Baby Mesa. Yeah, that worked. And one last point that I wanted to share, it's not in my top 10, but I thought that it was important to share with you guys, is about music. So I saw, when I was shopping for him, I saw that a lot of the stores like Babies R Us and Walmart, they had like music machines, and they can get pretty pricey. So they're great, and we do have some, but I'm gonna be honest and say that we don't use them. So they're not a necessity. If you're thinking like you need one, you really don't. If you have a phone, if you have internet, you can just play like a baby lullaby and it's free. And that's pretty much it. So I would say those are definitely my top 10 newborn products. Gabriel would like to say bye. You gonna say bye? Oh, you're gonna sneeze. Oh, that was cute. Okay. Say bye. Bye, YouTube. See you in our next video.